Welcome to that loving voice. Welcome to that loving voice. Welcome back, my friends. Take your seat of choice. Let the spine be long, the heart be free. Open the eyes to the root of your being. Give yourself to God. Welcome to that loving voice. Welcome to that loving voice. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So today we are going to begin our practice with a meditation as per usual. And today we're going to look at a quote by an atheist, Bertrand Russell, which will be sort of the quote that will frame our meditation practice. Atheist Bertrand Russell says, "Unless you assume a God, the question of life's purpose is meaningless. Unless you assume a God, the question of life's purpose is meaningless." So as we rest in our seated meditation or our reclined meditation, we can relax the forehead, relax the eyes. The eyes, as extensions of the brain, they find stillness, therefore enabling the brain to also become cool and restful. We can relax the cheekbones, the skin of the face softens. The tongue falls down into the back of the throat if we are lying down. The jaw is released no matter where we reside. Even the ear canals are deep and hollow. We find our breath, of course. Letting the breath breathe us. We observe the breath as it enters the body, as it finds stillness in the body between the in and out breath, and as it is released, gently expelled. We remain present with this breath, with this ebb, this flow. And we can begin to contemplate our lifestyles now, coming into the concept of the private self. Now, all of us together here, we're joined in meditation. And despite the fact that we are in a public space, this is part of our private lives. We draw inward, observing the body, observing the breath, as a means to cultivate stillness and wellness in our lives. What else do you do in your spare time? Now there might be some things here that you're proud of, such as your meditation practice. But there might be some things that you are not so proud of. What do you fill your mind with on a regular basis? What is it that influences your behavior? Is there anything that you watch? Is there anything that you read? Anything that you engage with? How do these materials influence your private life? How do they influence how you interact with yourself? Do these materials influence the way you think about yourself? Do these materials influence the way you project yourself into the world? Now, we're operating under the understanding that our private lives do manifest in our public lives. So that which we fill our mind with on a regular basis, these TV shows, these books, these images, these thoughts, these videos, they merge with who we are as people and how we project ourselves into the world. These materials influence us so deeply that they begin to embody what we identify ourselves with. And they reflect our inner experience into the outer world as consequence. So let's take a look at what we really do in our private lives, and if that is a reflection of who we want to be on the outside. Now, some of us might have strong spiritual practices that keep us in alignment with our true selves, with the authentic spirit. And these are good things. Why not deepen our relationship with God so that we may be brought into alignment with the will of the one who knows what is best for us? And whether or not we believe in a God right now, that's okay. But let us remember what atheist Bertrand Russell said: unless you assume a God, the question of life's purpose is meaningless. In the book of John, Jesus Christ, he says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come through the Father except through me." As individuals who are devoted to being our best selves, let us live our lives with purpose. Let us follow the will of God to discover our purpose. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. In those days when you pray, I will listen. If you look for me wholeheartedly, you will find me. That's Jeremiah 29, verses 11 to 13. Do we have a relationship with God in our private prayer lives? in our private lives as a whole? Does our heart call to be quenched, to be satisfied, to be brought into alignment with the authentic self? Do we want to discover our greater purpose in life? Take some time now to ask God, what is your purpose? Why not ask God how you can be cleansed of that which is getting in the way of discovering your purpose? Is there anything else on your heart that you need to be purged of, to find answers from, to be cleansed of, to let go of, to understand? Is there anything else in your heart that you are gaining thirst for clarity? You can lay that also before God, who will listen to you. Now, let us come back to the breath. Coming back to that oceanic rhythm. Like waves on the seashore, the breath spills forth and retreats oh so gently. Let this breath fill you with wellness, with peace. And when you're ready, you can take a nice inhale. You can wiggle the fingers, the toes. You might want to give yourself a nice little stretch. You might want to inhale the arms overhead. And we exhale. We can bring the hands to the heart. God bless you. Namaste.